Christmas show tonight, and got the people coming in there, Violet.
Yes, everyone's coming in.
Everyone's coming in as fast as possible. So we'll be doing readings tonight with the cards and with the mediumship. And we've got Violet. We just lost the screen. It came back again. That's good. It's good the screen came back. It's almost a bit like Monty Python on here, and also it's Christmas too. So there you go. So here we go. We've got people starting to come in now. And don't forget to share, and people who want questions, it'd be good if you could share the page. That'd be great. And you'll definitely get some questions answered tonight. And this is our last show for the night. And not only for the night, but for the year. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kerrie Erwin Show. This is the last show of the year. It's been wonderful connecting to you all. And I'm going to introduce you to the fabulous people that I work with, my team of beautiful women that I work with. We have Kaya, we have Bernice here in the studio, in my little office, and we also have the beautiful Violet. So we're all ready to go. We've got all our guides here to help us along. So it's going to be a great show. So 2021, it's been a big year, hasn't it, everyone? And you've all hung in there. And I just want to say the intention of this show was to help people. So get ready. I'm going to do the readings now, the cards, and then I'll get everyone to come in. Okay, the first card, if you pick number one, in the spread, you've got your heart's desire. So anything you're wishing for, or anything that you are truly wanting, and I'm sure, you deserve love in your life too, it will come true. So keep dreaming big and keep putting out there everything you want, because I feel your spirit team, your angels, and everyone is looking after you. So you've got your heart's desire. So if you haven't thought of anything that you want, this has come as a surprise, just think of something that you truly, really want and write it on a piece of paper and light a candle and ask the angels to help you with this beautiful problem or situation that you're having. So that's number one. If you pick number one, it's about your heart's desire. Okay. Number two is all about study. If you pick two, perhaps 2022, the year of the water tiger, it's all about study for you. You may have been thinking about this for a while. You may have been thinking about doing some study, changing yourself. I know in this COVID, I feel it's all made us look at ourselves, and it's made us step up in a way, hasn't it? So there's some sort of study coming for you. And I feel this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. And I feel that anyone who's planning on doing any study this year, if you have picked it next year, if you have picked this card, I feel it's going to be really, really good. You'll be very, very successful. So just go for it. There's nothing wrong with working with yourself, is there? The next card I got, number three, I've got travel. Travel. So if you pick number three, you've got travel coming up next year. And also in the Christmas holidays. So this is going to be big, and I feel it's something that you've been wanting to do. And for many of you, there's going to be overseas travel too. So travel's coming up for you with number three. Number four, it's all about the family. I feel there's things that'll be coming up next year that you need to address. There'll be situations in the family. It's about really taking personal responsibility. And it's interesting because next year we're in a year 6. And it's all about responsibility. So next year, if you've chosen this card, number 4, it's all about you really connecting to your family, bringing the family close together like a unit, and putting lots of time and effort into that, and then you'll have great success with that. Now, the universal card I picked for next year, for the year of the water dragon, the water tiger, is strength. So there you go. It's all about you have the power, you have the strength to really move forward next year. It's a very fast year, so it's about really believing in yourself and not standing back and feeling good about yourself, and start to use your boundaries, start to eliminate people out of your life that no longer serve you, that don't make you feel well. And you have the power to do this because you've got the strength card, and that is a beautiful major arcana card, and it's a very welcoming card. So isn't that a great card? That's for everyone, by the way. And before we move on, before I introduce you to the team, I've just got a few questions here that have come in. We've got Denise Grentel. She said, will there be a career change? I feel work coming for you, especially next year. And I feel it may be someone that you know that, or you already know that may be offering you something. And it could be a male, something that you'll be working anyway. I just feel that there may be a bit of travel, interstate travel for you next year too, Denise, which will be good. I can just see you moving around a lot more. Definitely feel more money coming for you. I feel that if you have been having money problems, I feel that the times are really changing. I do feel money coming in, but I feel that there will be some sort of opportunity, and they're telling me that it's through a male. Witty Price, where can you see my relationship going in the near future? I think he's the one. Look, I pick up this guy around you, but I do feel he has a lot of uncertainty around his work. He may be changing jobs or wanting to go somewhere. I feel he really cares for you, but I really feel that you need to kind of step back in a way, Witty, and not chase him or make him pressurize him. Stand back and let him chase you, girl. That's what you need to do. And I feel he's a nice person. I feel he's very loving, but I wouldn't be putting any pressure on him. I'd sort of stand back and let him make his own decisions. Don't make them for him, is what I'm getting. Okay, Donna Montgomery. Can you see how long it will take to sell my property and where you see me moving to? I definitely see there's going to be a change for you, Donna. I feel it's going to be near water, is what they're saying. And I feel you've been thinking about this a long time. It's kind of like a sea change in a way. I feel it even maybe coastal. I see water around you, and I feel it's going to be fantastic. And I feel you will have the energy. It's almost like you're going through this upsurge of energy at the moment. You've got lots of energy, and you just want to go places, you want to do things, and it's very, very exciting. Okay, so there you go. And the last reading I've got here is for Marcia McKinnon. Will our neighbours at our new property leave us alone? We just want to live in peace. Look, Marcia, I have to say there's a male here who I feel he has mental issues. I feel no matter what you did, no matter what you said, he still caused you problems. With people like that, I feel that it's like it's a no-win situation. There's no time out. It's a no-win situation. So you really need to back off and just live within your means. And I would, for people that have been difficult in my life with neighbours, I would get a bagua mirror, and I'd face it towards his property or their property. I'd face it towards the property. I put mirrors all around my house, and I'd face those bagua mirrors, and also maybe an evil eye. The other thing is this, it's a male that's really sort of egging this on, and I feel he won't leave it alone. He's just what we call an idiot. So, and if he keeps doing it, I don't even know if you want to stay on this property because he just makes your life hell. It's like he's got a vendetta for people that don't agree with him. I feel something may have been said or something may have been done, he's never let it go because he's got mental issues. He's one of these idiots that he's got mental issues, so you can't really do anything about that, no matter what you say, what you do. So I'd be staying away if I was you. Set up the mirrors and the evil eye and see how you go. Okay, we've got some more readings here before we start, have we? Mm-hmm. Okay. Christine Green wonders how her dad is. Passed away 1 month ago. The first thing I'm getting is I feel your father passed very quickly. He's telling me he was unwell for a while, and your dad was a person that I get breathing difficulties towards the end of his life because I feel very breathless. With your dad, he didn't want to muck around. He didn't like being sick ever. And he was one of these people, really, he hated going to the doctor is what he's telling me. He's telling me that he wants you to keep an eye on everyone. He's telling me he had a great life, but he hated getting old, hated getting sick, and he hated the way he was. And he's much better now. When he was a younger man, he was a very social person. And he's just saying, look, there's so many things for you to do. He wants you to make the most of his life. And there's many things that you're going to do, Christine, that he never had an opportunity to do. So I just see lots of good things coming up for you. And Tony Ashlin, hoping for a message from her dad who recently passed away. Look, Christmas time is a time where a lot of people pass in spirit because they choose that time because it's the Christ energy time, the Christmas time. I feel your father, he's telling me that he got very exhausted too, and he's telling not to worry. He said, telling me that it's like that you've not been able to get over the grief, even though it's only been recent. It's almost like you've got a heavy cloud around you, is what he's saying. He doesn't like that. He's telling you to move on because it's like he's saying that you need to help everyone. It's just that you've been down for a while too, is what he's telling me. It's been a very sad time for you and the family. Your dad's telling me how he's okay and he's sort of kicking his legs and he's happy because he said it was a very fast path. It was a very fast path for him. Also, I feel there may have been heart issues around him too, is what I'm getting. Okay, now I'm going to introduce the team tonight. First of all, we have Kaya. Would you like to step in, Kaya? You remember Kaya. Kaya's my daughter. She's the yoga teacher, and she'd like to give you all a message today. So let's welcome her. Hi, Kaya. How are you?
Hello, Merry Christmas, everyone, and thank you, Kerrie, Violet, and Bernice for having me, and congratulations on all the amazing work you've done this year. It's just been fantastic and an honour to be part of the show during lockdown and COVID as well.
Yes, it's been a big year, hasn't it, Kaya?
It's been a massive year. So, yeah, with Christmas around the corner, the message that I have for all of you out there is to just connect to that inner calm. You know, it can be a triggering time for a lot of people, and if you're blessed to have family here, family can sometimes trigger you, and
especially Christmas time.
Yeah, so you know, just breathe and try not to react or respond, and it's all about love at the end of the day, love and fear, and just choose love if you can, even if that person, that tricky family member, is giving you a bit of a hard time, just send them love. And, if you're feeling, if it accentuates extra loneliness at this time, or sadness because you don't have a lot of loved ones around you, then get back to self-love. At the end of the day, we're born alone and die alone, and the best friend you can ever have is yourself. And there's love all around us. I believe in angels, and
we're doing a section on angels tonight.
Exactly, perfect.
I was just going to say, Kaya, just to tell everyone that if anyone's got a loved one who's not well, who's passing, because a lot of people pass over at Christmas time, don't they?
Yeah.
To spirit. Always light a candle and always send out that love to the universe, to the person, and understand that they will get it. So light a candle, say a prayer to your angels, and just know that that beautiful healing energy will go to that loved one in spirit, or if they live somewhere else, a long way away, wherever they are, instead of bottling up inside and getting down. Because once you get into that down energy, it's really hard to break out, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be, but speaking of that, raise your vibration, keep it high, get out in nature and exercise, breathe. It's so easy to snap out of negative emotions and that down feeling. There are so many tools, and we're all connected to the internet, the internet, the connectedness.
We're all connected, the same consciousness.
A good friend of mine is actually called Google. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
so
amazing.
Google help. Ask Google for anything you need.
And also, you're running heaps of yoga classes this year, aren't you? Online too, aren't you? On Skype and
yeah. I'm offering. If you're stuck for Christmas presents, I'm offering one-on-one still. Workshops next year, and any tips, you're welcome to contact me if you need any health or well-being tips. I'm always happy to be of service and share my passion and knowledge around that.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us. We know you've got a class on tonight with clients, haven't you? So we'll thank you for coming tonight, and we'll get Bernice in next.
Okay, and thanks again, Kerrie, and for all of you out there for having me this year, especially during lockdown, the lockdown love. Thank you for sharing the lockdown
No
love.
worries. See you later.
Namaste.
Bye. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, we've got Bernice.
Hello, Kerrie.
Hello,
everybody.
Bernice. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
And Bernice is my Sydney promoter, so she's here to wish you Merry Christmas and also talk about the shows we've got next year lined up in the clubs again.
Everyone's been asking, Kerrie, it's been amazing how much feedback's been coming to us to say, where's the next show? I want to see Kerrie live. I'm seeing her on the Facebook shows. We had such success prior to the lockdowns about having our shows at the clubs, and we're back. So in on the 20th of March, we've got our first Sydney show, and that'll be at 5 Dock RSL, which
Oh, I can't wait.
we go there a lot.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people there. So we've got 5 Dock. What else have we got?
5 Dock, we have also our Bankstown Sports Club,
Oh,
and that's going to be a big one. And especially Kerrie's been asked to go there for Mother's Day.
Right.
So it'll be a wonderful
I've
show
done that.
for Mother's Day.
I've actually done Bankstown before a long time ago. It's always a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Such a massive club, isn't it, Bernice?
I know, and they've got the room for us too. They're expecting a lot for that show.
That's good.
So come along to one, come along to both. But that's the start for next year. We also do have a few others. We've got some Blacktown Workers that's coming up. We've got Avalon that comes up that wants you there all the time. So, and some more. So if you guys out there have any suggestions for Kerrie, please let me know, and we'll try and get some things started in that way. But it'll be wonderful. Like after Kerrie and Violet and Kaya have been with you during the Facebook shows, be nice to get that extra connection with the clubs.
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
Merry Christmas.
Well, you're on your other job. You're a gym teacher, aren't you?
I am a gym teacher.
Plus a promoter. So can you give any of the clients some gym tips? You know, for getting fit.
For getting fit. Okay, I'll tell you this one. Core. You know, when people say hold your core, not many people know what that actually means.
Yeah.
So one tip is to have your fingertips on the inside of your hips. Just have the fingertips there and feel the difference between just holding it like that, press in. Now if I say to you, suck your belly button into your spine, do you feel that all tighten up?
Yeah.
That's how you should feel, regardless of whether you're just going for a walk, doing some exercise, just that shoulders back.
I think I've got a long way to go.
The old thing that your mum would say, put your shoulders back, stand up straight. Yeah, all of that sort of stuff.
Good advice.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
We'll see you at the end of the show.
We shall.
Okay, thank you, Bernice.
Thank you.
She's great, isn't she? I've been working with her for about 10 years. We've done a lot of shows with so many people, and it's just been wonderful. I've got a great team here. And now we're going to introduce Violet. Okay. Hello, Violet.
Hello.
So, have you got any messages for everyone today?
I do.
Before we get on to our wonderful topic, angels.
I know, because angels is definitely, it's the time of the year for angels. And when we look traditionally across this time of the year, and what we would refer to in Celtic culture as Yuletide, where the Yule log was very prominent. This time is what we call an earthing time, a time of coming back to grounding, of reconnecting, of feeling recentered, where the home and the hearth become really important. And we really discharge the energy of the year. We really ground. And in European climates, of course, we'd be very much indoors, staying nice and warm. So this time was a really grounding, peaceful, supposed to be a time of rest. And so when we look at this,
it's actually not, is it? I mean, the Sydney traffic here is horrendous. You have to leave like 2 hours before.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I encourage everyone during this time. It's a great time of where everything resets. We call it a kind of a great reset. And so as we've noticed, Kerrie, with a lot going on in our lives, a lot of relationships close, a lot of things come to endings or completions, getting ready for the new year. And I think this is where your angels step in, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, and angels are real. I mean, people don't understand that.
No.
And angels are so easy to access, and all you have to do is just call on them. Like calling on your angels, calling in your spirit team, and calling on your ancestors.
Yes.
And calling on your loved one through the spirit world to help you. But the angels are the higher vibrant, the higher frequency of any of that, of love. They can do more for us and others because they create miracles.
They do, and it's the way that they turn up in your lives and become so relevant to what you're going through, opening up doorways.
And they can help in so many ways. And also, angels are beings without bodies or spirits. They're spirits. And most angels have never lived on the earth plane.
No.
they have never reincarnated, so it's not like Joe Blow's an angel.
No.
These are very high frequencies that are very close to spirit and God. And they're very, very high. They're very close to the source. So they all come with unconditional love, which is quite amazing. They're very loving.
They've got beautiful energy when they come through too.
They're very kind.
Don't you find them very strong too? They've got a strength.
And they're very ordered. And they're very, very empathic too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And because they are here to help us, they're here to serve us. And often when you're born with an angel, and when to come into the world as a soul, and when you die, you always have an angel in your life as well to help you pass to the other side besides relatives.
Mm.
And I've worked as a past life therapist for many years in my practice. And when I did a lot of work with children with murder cases, it was always angels that took these little beings back over to the spirit world.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of evidence of angels around children that have been sick, been murdered, and sort of situations like that. And they really look after the children. So it's interesting. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in clients' lives. And sometimes it's just that unexplainable moment why you don't know why you turned left instead of right. You had no intention of going left, but you went that way.
We've all got an angel story too, haven't we, Violet?
Yeah, we do. I have a very powerful one that sort of transformed where I was in life. So very, very, these are miracles too.
They are miracles.
I really look at that
like
phase.
You can accomplish anything, you can be safe. These angels do step in, but you just have to pray and you have to ask them. And then you have to thank them when they've done their deed.
Yeah.
When they've served us.
I was kind of thumping my head against the wall the other day over some family things. And I was thinking, and I just took a moment out and I just sat there with my prayer and just put up that request for some assistance. And that assistance just keeps showing up, and you think, this is, I'm so grateful for the light.
Very grateful. Very, very grateful.
And you have a beautiful cleansing light that you bring in when you do meditation. I've sat through one of those. It's amazing with the light coming in.
It's amazing. Anyway, let's talk about some of the angels.
Yes.
First of all, you have your own angel. Like I did a lot of trance classes for years, and my own personal angel is called Cassandra.
Oh, lovely.
And she's also part of my spirit team. And when I first started channeling her, I kind of felt that she was too good for me. She was too nice, too sweet, too angelic, too. Because I'm pretty sort of, I say what I think. I'm an Aries. It's sort of a Viking. I'd say I'm a Viking.
Yes.
Straight, get the sword out, go straight down, boom. No, I'm not doing that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm still sensitive though, but I have that sort of Viking energy, whereas I was working with this beautiful being, this beautiful angel that came through in the trance, and who I've actually seen, and she was so ethereal, like she shimmers when I see her in my mind's eye. And also she's very gentle, very kind, and also very tough too. So she's part of my spirit team. But in the beginning I thought, oh no, she's too good for me. I couldn't be with someone like that. It's almost like I felt a little bit sort of worthless. But as I've got to know her, she's a pretty tough cookie. I feel she's stronger than me.
Yes, well, as they say, that the book and the cover, isn't it? So she's obviously got that inner strength, that toughness.
That's correct. So try, on my website, I've got free, in the audio section, I've actually got free meditations for people who'd like to explore who their angel or guide is. So have a look at that in the holidays.
Yeah, it's a really great one to jump onto Kerrie's website and access that. And it's completely free for you to make that basis, and it can be life-changing.
I'm going to talk about the Archangels now, because I really came into the Archangels when I was working on murder cases a long time ago. I was in a group where we used to solve murders, and I used to go there of a Monday, and there was about probably 10 mediums. We'd all go to a room, and it was all coordinated, and we work on the different cases, missing people and stuff. And it was really good, except when I came home, my husband, he used to get really agitated. And he said, where have you been? I've just been to meditation. He said, oh, rubbish, I don't believe you, because I feel like death's just walked in the door.
It was
because
in
the energy
tune.
follows you, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, when we sat in this group, one of the ladies, she used to coordinate it. She always insisted that we work with the Archangels.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to run through who they were, because she said that would give us extra protection.
Yeah.
Because when you're working, with criminals, and trying to solve murders, you do attract a lot of dark energy.
Yeah,
you see, and dark spirits. So that's why she'd set up these sort of like a grid in the room, and we work with the archangels. The first archangel is Archangel Michael, which everybody knows. He's what we call the bouncer boy. He's a big angel. I've channeled him. He's come through like Rambo, except you can understand what he's talking about. Not
not like Sylvester Stallone
or Hercules or something. He's a very big sort of character, and he's got a very booming voice, and I just oh my god, looks a bit like Fabio there, but he was big. I saw him blonde. Some people see him dark. It depends. Humanoid. He's very human looking, and he's very good to if you're having problems, if you want to release spirits in your house. Negative energy. I used to take him a lot when I used to do ghost busting or removing spirit rescue. Also, he's good to get rid of any karma, and also it's good if you've got a rotten neighbour, like the lady said before. I'd be praying to Archangel Michael to get rid of that horrible person.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because he was that reading before. He's a very nasty neighbour. That's what I got. So I'd be calling on the Archangel Michael. He's kind of like the problem solver. He acts like a protection.
I always see him as a giant sword. Whenever that energy comes down in my life, I always feel like it's a shield and a sword. Almost feel like this huge kind of like, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to just jump in the way of this.
And he's here to cut the ties. He's here to cut the ties with any bad neighbours, any horrible people, any old relationships, any work situations. Call on the Archangel Michael, because that is a miracle.
He is
absolute
a
miracle. Okay? And anything else we can think about Archangel Michael?
So much, but it's my experience. I had that personal experience, and I will just say, all as I remember of it back then was that booming voice saying, "Get out!"
He's
demanding it. It's got a real strength. I don't think you ever mistake it. That energy.
That's sure. And I remember when I used to go to these haunted houses, I used to walk into these creepy places where it was really stinky, freezing cold, and I'd call on him, and it was like it's almost you could hear them go squeak and run away. The spirits that were stuck there. That's honestly true. Because his presence, it was just. It's miraculous. He was very cool, very, very cool. And in fact, sometimes when I channeled him, I felt his energy was too big for my body. It's almost like he was out of my body.
I remember just the one where I heard this "get out," and I had this sense of something so much bigger and stronger, and it was demanding. It wasn't just nicely telling me what to do. It was like you do it now.
Do it, yes.
And I changed my life. Amazing.
Yes. Okay, the second angel I get is the Raphael. Now, Raphael is the healing energy. I saw a lot of green around this angel because that's the heart chakra. And it was, healing, and pink, pink. And it was very, very powerful. And it's funny, when you travel overseas, you actually see the healing Archangel Raphael outside churches, especially in the southern European countries.
Nice.
You see them out Spanish, in Spain, in Italy, all the southern Mediterranean countries. You see, they do have like statues of the Archangel Raphael.
That's very nice, very beautiful.
Because he helps families. Raphael helps families. But some people say that it's when I ran it with students, some would say Raphael was a female energy.
Yeah, I have heard that before. I don't actually believe angels probably have a gender role. We probably as humans assign them, as my thoughts.
So if you're worried about somebody, like I know so many people in hospital at the moment that are dying and not doing very well. So, call on the Archangel Raphael, light a candle, call on the Archangel Raphael to give yourself first and also your loved one some healing. Yeah,
very true, Kerrie.
And also, I think this is a good angel to actually work with in the COVID as well.
Oh, that's a really good point during this time.
Because this time it's very tumultuous and everyone thinks, oh, we're out of it, but we're actually not,
No.
because all our numbers are going up again. So call on the Archangel Raphael for help if you're feeling anxious,
Yeah.
if you're feeling fearful, especially in these challenging times.
And I think that's a nice point. He does work with anxiety, doesn't he? He works
Absolutely.
with this tension as well as just physical health.
And if you've got children that are going through health issues or trauma, call on the Archangel Raphael for help.
Yeah. So like Kerrie was saying before, if you wanted to light candles, yes, you could light your pure whites, but also don't be scared to branch into some greens and greens and pinks and bring us energy through. I often find colour really helps us focus when we're lighting candles.
Okay, the third archangel is the Archangel Uriel. And this is the light of God, and it's a beautiful angel, this angel. It really does bring, I always say to people, if you want to rise your vibration or you need help, you just say, call on the light, call on the light, I call on the light. I call on the light. That actually raises your frequency. It actually gets you out of those dark times, those dark situations by calling on the light. And call on Archangel Uriel, because Uriel is the light.
Yeah.
Because Uriel is the light of God. Very beautiful, healing, amazing, indescribable, really.
I love that vibration, and calling on the light is such a beautiful way to bring this angel's energy through and cleanse you, and especially in those dark moments,
especially if you've been going through a really hard time and you don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
And you are free, you have gotten out of it, but you just feel really low because your energy's low.
100%, Kerrie.
Yeah.
I've been there, you've been there, and that ability to call on the light and just be the torch that shines through those moments.
Because often you lose your faith.
Yeah, you can have those moments.
You lose your faith when you have those horrible moments. You think, oh, geez, it's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being sick all the time.
I'm over this.
Or that. So, if you're one of these people in a hospital bed and you're doing so well, or you can't get out of bed, call on Uriel and Raphael.
Yep.
And you'll notice with more light in your body, it will actually raise your frequency. So you won't be open to psychic attack. You won't be open to getting lots of illnesses all the time. I think it's a very good healing energy to use in the COVID.
Look,
to lift that
100%,
frequency.
Getting out of the dark and feeling
the fear,
lighter.
getting out of the fear. By calling in the light, I call on the light, calling in the light. And when you do that, you're actually bringing in the Holy Spirit, and it really lifts that frequency.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind that. Kerrie's right. When you're in the dark places, bringing your frequency up is essential. It's the thing that's going to make the difference. And it can be really hard, can't it, Kerrie, in those moments to see how you
lose your faith.
But
it's just,
this moment, like Kerrie's saying, just simply sitting there and going, I'm calling in the light, bringing in the light, really wonderful
just bring in the light. And then, and when you keep bringing the light, you don't really need a shield anymore.
No, you don't.
Because you go beyond the shield of protection.
Yeah.
If you call on the light, because it raises you so high that no one can hurt you.
No, you
with
get
their dark
right
energy.
up there.
Because the dark energy is sort of it's a heavy energy.
Yeah.
Whereas light, pure love, unconditional love, the light it's very light energy. It's frequency, it's high. So if you're sort of calling in the light, it will actually lift you, and you won't be sort of subjected to this dark, psychic attack, this depression, the grot, the sloth.
Yeah.
Because the light actually raises you. Okay, the next angel, guess who it is?
The herald.
Who?
Gabriel.
Gabriel, that's right, Gabriel. And Gabriel is the bringer of new hope.
Yes.
Gabriel is a wonderful, wonderful angel to bring in when you want to manifest something.
He is.
Did you know that?
He's there to bring it all in.
Well, she. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
Like a lot of people say,
gender fluid.
I never saw that angel as a male. I saw it as a female. Blah blah blah.
Look for each in that, as we said, the energy. They're pure energy. Angelic force is pure energy. It's so far above or beyond our ideas or perspective about sexuality. They're a pure source of energy. So however you identify with the energy is your personal pathway and process.
I remember when I first was introduced to Gabrielle, I was running a trance class, and because I ran that trance class because I wanted to learn who all these beings were, because they're coming through your body and they speak through you.
Yeah.
And it was so amazing, and I just remember the lightness I felt, and it sounds weird, but I felt every time I channeled Gabrielle, I could feel tinkles of bells. Yeah, it was very strange, very, very strange. So Gabrielle's a beautiful energy. So moving on, you've got your four archangels that are very high, and then you can call on, if you can't get a job, angel of work.
Yes.
Angel of love, come and help me. Angel of new opportunities. Angel of help me lose weight.
Yes.
Angel of help my health. Angel of health. Angel of new opportunities. Angel of abundance. Each angel has a purpose.
There are so many tiers or hierarchy structures within the angelic orders. And so you have your seraphim, you have your principalities, you have all these different orders. So just like Kerrie's saying, when you're focusing on one specific thing, you can literally put it out there to the angel or the angelic energies that are responsible for that to come and assist you and guide you. And so this is a beautiful way that we work with this energy, just like Kerrie's saying. And
angels are free, they're real.
Yeah.
You need to believe, and you just thank them when you've felt the help, which you will, and understand that they're always with you. And especially around Christmas time. And these high frequency periods.
They're really busy at Christmas, all this angelic energy.
And there's enough to get around.
Yeah.
So don't feel like, Violet's used up my Gabrielle, because angels will work with everyone.
Look, and just in the faith thing that Kerrie says, faith in this is really important. I remember when I was the single mum in the house with all the bills coming in at this time, thinking,
how am I
going to pay all this? And getting myself into that state. And I just sat there and I remember just praying and just saying, look, can you take this burden from me? Because I really just don't know how I'm going to deal with all this. And then I remember I literally got paid back some money I was owed that Christmas. And then finally I had money for presents and to pay the bills. And it was like...
You forget, and then you hear this voice say, but
they
you've got
heard
this.
me, and they just went, oh, you know what, we'll just reach back and we'll sort that out for you. Because I just asked for that assistance.
Well, another thing too, for me, I used to find $100 bills everywhere. Which was crazy. But anyway, let's move on now.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people out there.
I can see the questions. Bernice is helping us tonight, so
There's a lot of people that we're going to be using one cards first. We're going to do it together because we're going to try and get as many people as we can.
Okay.
So we're going to pull a card. So we're going to pull one cards now, everyone. So this is the fun part. This is called Speed Psychic Reading.
Yep.
So we're going to give you a quick reading. And if you've got any questions or you'd like a card or just say your name or ask a question, whatever, and we'll give you a reading. So who we got up? They all coming up now?
Let's just see, because here we go. We're going with cards, guys, first, and then we'll get to all your big questions. Kerrie will jump in and do big questions. So anybody wanting a card, just a card pick for you. You're just going to throw your name up in a box. There we go. We got Jillian.
There you go, Jillian.
Jillian, you've got the Magician. It means that you're finally in a position where you've mastered all these different elements of your life. You've got the learning. You've put in all the hard yards, and you're finally in a position now where you can actually utilize something. And I feel that things are just going to fall into place for you in 2022. Congratulations to you.
Okay, who we got next?
I saw, they're so quick.
Okay.
Let's go here. Christina Moss.
Christina Moss. I've got the Hangman. I feel things may not be going fast for you. So I feel it's a really big period of time where you need to really reflect and pause and think about something that you may need or that you want in your life at the moment. I just feel don't rush into anything like you normally do, and don't be impatient. This is a time for you to reflect and pause. It's almost like Spirit's making you do this. And I'm hearing a voice yell out, you're very impatient.
All right, Rosie MC. Rosie MC, I got you the Fool. So this actually says to me that you're about to start a new chapter, and I'm hearing the word endings. So I feel that you've had a lot of closed doors being closed, things coming to final ends. And next year you're moving into that new beginning, maybe a little bit on the woohoo carefree side of things, like throw it all caution to the wind. I might warn you a little bit, maybe keep your eyes open for the steep cliff, but it's about that sense of being young again, feeling free again. So you're really moving into some new opportunity.
Okay, this is for Sandy. This is the moon. I feel at the moment you may have some puzzling things going on around you, a lot of confusion. When you get this card, it's just a wake-up call to say don't make any big decisions and sit back. And also, because I feel there's lots of changes. It's almost like you're starting to see the world in a different way. And there's changes around you, and you will be making big different decisions next year. And I can see like a lifestyle change for you next year in the year 2022. It's going to be big.
Lovely. Let me wind us back. Can I wind us back? I saw Justine Partier. If I've said that correct. Justine, the Empress, jumped out for you. So Justine, the Empress is this time of fertility, abundance, and it's really about a woman who's come into her own place. She's really now in a strength and becoming comfortable in herself. She's got health and abundance around her. She can meet your eye and say, this is who I am. So I really feel that you've had a personal journey, and I feel that this personal journey for you, you're undergoing probably still a little bit more transformation, but I feel that we've had a personal transformation, and welcome to your own power.
Okay, and I've got a card for who's next?
We've got Daniel Carrick. Daniel. Okay, Daniel, I feel that you've got the Hermit card. So this is all about you sort of going within. It's about you really need to slow down. It's about meditation. I feel that you really need to rejuvenate your body. I feel that you may have been burning the candle at both ends. And I do feel there's been a lot of worry and stress around you too. So take the quiet time to really reflect on you. Go out in nature, go for walks, go swimming if you can, and spend time with you is what they're saying, and learn to say no and set up your boundaries. Is going to be really big for you now at this point of time, especially into the Christmas break. Lovely. I've got a Paul Selling. I think I got that right. Hey, Paul. Strangely enough, I got the Empress for you, buddy. But that's actually not a bad thing. What that means is also that you're going through a personal transformation, and you're becoming a little bit more in touch with your inner feminine side and coming into your own power as well. So we're really seeing you get in touch with your emotional state and really starting to move finally into a section of health. This is like the divine goddess coming in and kind of swooping you up and saying, hey, I'm going to look after you. So you're really moving into your power, Paul.
Okay, Shane White, I've got the Devil card for you, which isn't a bad thing. It's just basically saying that I think you're pretty hard on yourself sometimes, aren't you? So you need to be a bit, it's a wake-up call to say you need to be a little bit nurturing for yourself. You need to nurture yourself, and also it's not a good time for you to go out drinking and partying, and it's actually a time for you to take care of yourself, especially your health is what they're saying. So, and any negative people around you that have been causing you problems, now it's a really good time to flick them. They're negative, not you. So really get rid of these hanger-oners that are hanging around you. I feel this is a really good card for you to reflect on.
Vera Torboloff. I hope I've said that right, Vera. Magician for you, Vera. So mastering those skill sets. Look, I'm just going to come back to you and say, I think you have a lot of hesitation, even though you've got all these skills at your disposal. You seem hesitant to kind of really just push that little bit further. And I'm just going to encourage you here. You've kind of done the learning. You've done the training ground. Now it's really time that you just throw it out on the table and go for it, Vera.
Okay, for Taz, I feel you've got the Tower card. I feel there may be a lot of big changes around you. It's sort of it happened to me this year too. It's almost like you're sort of moving along, and I've said to you so many times, I never saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Because I really believe that you may have been on the wrong path in some of your personal dealings with people. So what they're saying is you've got the this is like the bang, this is the Tower card. So it's sort of like a bit of a shake up for you. It's the shake up. So it's making you look at sort of different situations or people in a different way and making you wake up because there's changes in your personal relationship and also may be involved in a work situation too.
Lily Barclay, you jumped out at me and you got the Wheel of Fortune. I have to say, when I sort of saw your name flick up there, I really did feel that fortune favors the bold was kind of what kept going through my head. And it was funny, I picked up the Wheel of Fortune. So fortune favors the bold. It's like it's time for you. Everything's in alignment for you to make that next step. And it's just about now trust it. You're in the right place, right time. And it's literally like what was ringing through my head. Fortune favors the bold. Take the next step.
Okay, we've got Julie. Have we done Julie Alexander?
No, we have not.
Julie, I feel that you've got the High Priestess card here, and that's all about your sort of awakening to your inner knowing, your inner wisdom. I feel that you're a person, sometimes you may second guess yourself, but it's saying not to. It's like the first moment of thought is the moment of truth, you know, especially with your psychic abilities. So really trust your intuition and understand that you're right with a lot of your gut feelings about people and things and situations. And I feel this is something that you've always had. And if you want to really enhance it, I feel meditation would be really good for you. Try some of the meditations on my website. They're for free. And take the time to do it because you're very, very switched on. And you look at other, and you can see through people too, is what they're telling me. You're able to see, I see you. I see you. You really, like, there's no blockages there. You really see people who they really are.
Wow. That's a really lovely, powerful card to the High Priestess,
Yes,
isn't it?
It certainly is.
Well, I better do my last one and then I have to run. So Debbie Castro. Ooh, I've picked the lovely devil card for you. So don't be scared. Don't run off in horror.
There's no bad cards.
No. So the devil really is talking about how we break some chains and we make some differences that come through in our lives. So this might be a time where you're evaluating, looking at some of the things that have been a bit toxic that you want to change moving into the new year. And I do think you've done an evaluation on what you no longer wish to keep in your life and how you're going to move yourself forward. And I would just encourage you to keep breaking those chains.
Okay, and the last one in these one readings is Vera. Vera?
No, Vera's been.
Oh, Vera's been.
Let's just say Chanel Recosta.
Okay, I've got the star card. This is about you shining your light, baby. Get that light out there, shine it, shimmer and sheen, so to speak.
Yeah, get out and shine.
So anything that you've been wanting to do or you've been thinking about, now's the time to do it. Get out there and shimmy and shine and let that beautiful magic happen because you've got the power. You know that song?
Yeah,
So
that was great. I remember
You've
that.
got
Was
the
that Black
power.
Box?
You've got the power.
That was a good song.
Yeah, that was a great song.
That was a great party track.
That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm leaving you to Kerrie while she gets into the mediumship.
Okay, so I've got some readings here. So this is the mediumship and the I'll be doing psychic readings as well. It's always a mixture, isn't it? And I'll be also working with cards. So if you see me drinking a lot of water, it's because I'm working with spirit and it helps you, the messages flow better. So I'll be working with cards and I'll be feeling on the left-hand side. That's where the spirit people are. Okay, Mel Whalen. I lost my sister suddenly in September. I would love a message. The first thing I'm getting is I feel unfinished business is what I'm getting with your sister. She's telling me unfinished business. She didn't have time to say goodbye to you is what she's saying. She's telling me that she's sorry and there's so many things that she wanted to say with you and she thinks about it all the time. And she doesn't want you to be unhappy or worry about her because she's telling me she's fine. She's the sort of girl that she had a lot of things going on all the time. And she loved people, your sister. She was a people person. And she's telling me that you need to step forward more, whereas people loved your sister is what I'm getting. She was quite special. And she just had a beautiful energy. And when I tune into your energy, I just see a big smile. I feel she's smiling around you. She's letting me know that she doesn't even remember dying is what she's saying. It was boom, like here one day, gone tomorrow. It was bang, the lights went out is what she's saying. And she wasn't worried. Thought, like she woke up somewhere else. And I don't know if your mother's passed in the spirit world, but I've got a mother energy there. Could be your grandmother. It was someone that your nana Your Nana is what she's saying. And she said she was like a mum to us. And she said, I'm with Nana. I'm with Nana. And also you've got a grandfather over there too. And also there's a dog. A dog is what she's saying. She's not alone. She's telling me that she loved music. She loved music. And she absolutely loved you too. But, you know, these things happen. It just makes you realise how precious life is. So I understand and my heart goes out to you. And I hope that helped you. Okay, Anthea Morris. I keep having falls. Do you see my health getting better? Anthea, the first thing I'm getting is I do feel that there's some sort of new regime or something that you'll be doing, something that you'll be addressing. I do feel a hospital around you. I feel getting medical attention. But I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. I don't feel anything bad's going to come out of this. I do feel you'll get to the bottom of what's going on. I do see a hospital around you. I do see like doctors. I do see you sort of just going along and getting this extra help. It's just been really upsetting because it's scaring you. And I'm being told not to worry, okay? Don't worry because it's not as bad as what you think. Is what you feel. You will be looked after, so don't worry. Okay, Kathy Cannon. Just have some more water, sorry. Okay, Kathy Cannon. One is about the children in her life. Are there any messages? With Kathy, I feel that there's a bit of confusion around you at the moment, and it's almost like you've come to the end of a situation in your life is what I'm getting. And I feel that your energy's been very low and you've been finding life a struggle. Look, I feel your kids are okay. If anything, I feel you just need to back off a bit and you really need to concentrate on you more instead of worrying about everyone. I'm being told, and I can hear a spirit, it's a male in the spirit world, and he's telling me that she always worries about everyone, that one. She always worries about that one. And I feel this male, he may have had country connections. He's showing me the country around him. I don't know if this was your grandfather or if he was a country person or you have country connections. And he's just saying that he loved the land is what he's saying. And he's just saying you've got to worry. You've got to stop worrying about it when your kids are going to be okay. Concentrate on you is what he's saying. He said it's almost like there's no balance in your life is what he's saying because you're constantly on. You need to take the time out is what he's saying. He sends his love. Kathy Hargraves, can you see any romance? I feel with you, Kathy, I feel it's been very sort of lonely in the last 18 months for you. And it's almost like things have come to an end and you're kind of thinking, well, you know, what am I doing? Will I ever meet anyone? And I do feel you will. I feel there's a male coming into your life next year. I feel it could be like a fire sign. And I feel he's quite lovely. I feel he may start off as a friend. And I feel that is an abundant time coming up for you. It's almost like I feel, Kathy, there may be like a reinvention time, like doing your hair, getting your health in order and doing Bernice's exercise that she showed you before, you know, working on your core. But anyway, you're doing something, girl, and I definitely see this man coming in. I feel he's quite lovely. So, yeah, so don't give up yet is what I'm saying. Also, Rosie Mack. My brother had a stroke. Will he be okay? The first thing I'm getting is I feel your brother's pretty strong. I feel that before he had the stroke, I feel he was very, very unwell and he knew this. And I feel that he's a person that he sort of pushed. He burnt the candle at two ends is what I'm hearing. And he didn't really look after himself. With this stroke, I feel it was a wake-up call. And I feel it's made him realise that, you know, he has to get his life in order. I don't feel it's his time yet, but I'm being told that he needs to change his ways, the way he does things, because he's very stubborn. He's very stubborn, Rosie. So he needs to change his ways and how he does things and what he thinks of things. And when he does that, I feel he'll be okay. Otherwise, he may have another one is what I'm getting. The changes are all about sort of making an effort and making his life more substantial in a health aspect. I just feel he may have had a lot of stress or sadness around him too, which hasn't been helping anything. There you go, storming outside, everyone. Isn't that amazing? Okay, Janine Brody. Will I find a soulmate? The first thing I'm getting, Janine, I feel that I'm getting next year, I'm getting around June, July, August will be really good for you. I feel there may be some sort of travel, moving away, and I do feel that you'll meet someone. And I feel that the person you meet may have a connection with an interstate or may have lived interstate. I feel the guy or something, there's an interstate connection around him anyway is what I'm getting. I feel that he may be like an air sign And I feel he's quite smart, quite intelligent. I just feel he's been making lots of changes. And also I'm getting some Queensland around you too. Sue Morris. A message from my mother would be wonderful. She has passed over. With you, Sue, I feel that your mum was a very, very lovely person. She was very family. And also I'm getting the heart area around her. I don't know if she had heart problems towards the end of her life, but I feel that she also had a lot of sadness, is what she's saying. She's a lovely woman. She just wants to give you a hug. I feel that she loved her home, this one, your mother, Sue. She loved the home and she kept to herself. She was the person that I feel that she didn't give her secrets away. She wasn't like a blabbermouth. She used to keep a lot of things in. And she used to worry about everyone. I feel towards the end of her life, though, I feel that she may have had problems with her legs, walking, something like that. So she did sit around a lot, and I feel reflection around her is what I'm getting. Dana Harris, we got the house we got the house we applied for? I definitely feel with you, Dana. I definitely feel there is a property coming in for you, undoubtedly. Yes. And I can see you sort of jumping up in the air. And I feel once you move there, I feel that it'll be very good for you. Definitely, I feel that I definitely see you paying maybe a bit more rent or something. I'm not sure about that, but there may be a little bit extra is what I'm getting. But I definitely see a new property around you, 100%. You will get the house. Crystal Lee, will we find a house? Another one. Crystal Lee, with you, I feel you've been looking for a long time. It's almost like you may be changing the areas where you want to live. I kind of feel you're all over the place. You're all over the place in a way, Crystal Lee. And it's about being more focused and working out where you want to go. You will find a property, absolutely you will. That card's came in again. It's talking about something very stable, something very good for you, so don't worry about it. Daniel Kager, any messages for Nana? The first thing I'm getting for you, Daniel Kager, is I feel that your Nana, I feel she may have liked food, cooking it, eating it, preparing it is what I'm getting. I also feel that she may have even had a sweet tooth. Because I can see her sort of in a kitchen. These readings are coming in pretty fast. It's almost like I can see her in a kitchen setting. And I feel that she used to like cooking. It was like part of her life. Also, she loved fresh flowers is what she's saying. And she had a lovely garden. And also, in her younger years, I feel she may have worked very hard. I can kind of see her at a desk. And she wanted to do study, but it was beyond her means, so to speak. So it was very difficult in her earlier years is what I'm getting. But she was a person that if she wanted something, she would not leave one stone unturned. Anna Rispy. 4 months ago, Anna's mother passed away. Anna wants to know that she's okay. Does she know how much her family miss her? Look, the first thing I'm getting is Anna is your mother. She misses everyone is what I'm getting. It's almost like your mother was the person that held the family together. But she's not worried because I feel she was very prepared when she died. So it's almost like she's telling me that she knows she's telling me to tell you all know what your duties are and you all know what you're good at is what she's saying, and she's laughing. I feel that, it was quite sudden towards the end of her life is what she's saying. And it was difficult, but she said, just get on with your life. She loves you very much, and she's just so proud. One of the best things for her was to have a family. That was one of the proudest moments and things that she did with her life. And she strived very hard. Also, she may have had problems with her legs too, because I do feel she had problems with her legs towards the end of her life, Anna. And also, she's also talking about there's going to be some sort of get-together is what she's saying, a get-together of family members and people. And Anna, you may be in charge of that, so you may be organising everyone. I feel that you may have a brother or there's a male in the family who's very stubborn is what she's saying. But don't worry about him. Maria Marsh. Is Maria's brother at peace? He passed a year ago. Look, I feel he is your brother, Maria. I feel that he was a bit of a wild card. He's telling me that he didn't have enough time to complete everything. He feels he was too young to die when he died, but it was just one of those things is what he's saying. When he first passed, I feel it was difficult for him, he's saying, but after he had been in the spirit world for a while, he said he felt a lot better. I feel he may have had a bit of depression towards the end of his life, he's telling me, because he wasn't himself is what he's saying. He's making up for it now is what he's saying. He loved his freedom. He loved to do what he wanted. And when he was younger, he did a lot of things, but it's just like he ran out of time. But he's not sorry. It's just one of those things is what he's saying. I do pick up cigarette smoke around him. So I feel that there's someone in the spirit world that may have smoked a lot that's around him. Okay, Anthea Morris. Anthea's in hospital. What do you see for Anthea? Look, I feel with you, with Anthea, I feel that she's got a lot of love around her, and I feel that especially a female, I don't know whether that's her mother or like a mother person around her, and they're saying that, you know, just to keep the faith and call on the Archangel Raphael is what I'm getting. Tell Anthea to call on the Archangel Raphael. I do feel that, you know, she'll be okay. I don't feel it's her time, so to speak, but I feel that she's being okay. I'm being told it's going to take time, but she's okay. The way things are going to work out is what I'm getting. Okay, Paul Selling, how do I find my angels? For you, Paul, I feel that probably you're a novice at this. It's just about praying. Start praying first, and then you'll notice a difference in the different aspects of your life. Pray for your angel, whatever angel you may need in your life, and just pray. And then probably within 5 days or a week, you may notice like subtle changes or different areas in the way that you speak. Anybody can use angels. Anybody can work with angels. Angels are here to assist us, and that's you too, Paul. So just give it a go. Have a bit of faith, and you know, maybe have it as a game and see how you go. You'll notice that there will be a big difference, and you'll think, "Oh my God, I should have done that years ago." And yes, sometimes you do learn things the hard way. Justine Patia, do you see Justine and her daughter moving home next year? I feel that I definitely get some sort of reunion coming up. I do feel there's been some sort of separation. I get yes. Lily Barde, will Lily remain in the same job? Lily, the first thing I'm getting is no. I feel there may be a change in your job. I do feel there's a lot of movement coming up, especially the second part of next year. I feel it's another job coming for you. There's another opportunity is what they're saying. You need to take it, and I'd see celebrations around it. So you're going to be over the moon. Okay, Diane O'Toole would like to know anything about her love life. With you, Diane, I feel that there's been a lot of bad thoughts around you from the past, that things that have happened. I do feel that you're a person that you do hang on to things, and it's kind of made you a little bit timid where you normally wouldn't be, and it's like, you know, should I do it? Should I not, sort of thing. Look, I don't feel if you make an effort, I feel that nothing will happen. They're showing me like a dating agency, I feel you'll go through some sort of dating agency, because it's almost like you're interviewing these different men. And I do feel that you're going to meet like an earth sign guy. It's either a Taurus, a Capricorn, and what's the other one?
Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo.
And Virgo. He's very earthy, this man. So I definitely see a very lovely, earthy man with a lovely, lovely smile, lovely teeth coming around you. Okay, Stephanie. Grandpa Don, are there any messages from him for Stephanie? Okay, Grandpa Don. Look, with you, Stephanie, the first thing I'm getting is I can hear your grandfather laughing. He's telling me you were quite wild when you were younger, or very active, very sporty when you were younger. He's telling me that towards the end of his life, he was very sad. He's just saying that he got too old, is what he's saying. He's telling me he had a good life, and I feel he may have had a few teeth missing, is what I'm getting, because he's sort of going with his mouth like that. I feel he had a few teeth missing. He said he just got, he was sick for a while, is what he's saying. It was like he had an illness in his body. I feel something with the digestive system as well, is what I'm getting. And he's just telling me he was very unwell, and he just feels like he faded away is what he's saying. He's just shrugging his shoulders. I just faded away. It was just one of those things, is what he's saying. And he was quite settled when he passed, so he moved out of his body very quickly too. Any message for you, Stephanie? It's about keep going. Stop overthinking things, is what he's saying, and start going for things that you want to do. I feel definitely family is going to be very important for you, family issues, family things, and I do feel that you need to really pay more attention to your health and try to bring your energy up a bit. Okay. Christine Green, how her father is. He passed away a month ago. Gee, there's been a lot of deaths this year, hasn't there? Especially around this Christmas period. I feel that your father had some sort of illness, is what he's saying. It wasn't like he got killed or anything. And he's just saying that it was very sad because when he was at work, he said he was a very tough worker. very hard worker is what he's saying. He was very work orientated in his day. He's just got very exhausted. He couldn't think, and he made lots of silly mistakes towards the end is what he's saying. He said he couldn't think properly is what he's saying. And he comes in with a lot of love, and he's telling me that often, Tony, that you dream about him, and that's his way to send his healing love to you. Okay, that's it for 2021. I forgot what year it was. So we're going to get the girls back in, and we're definitely going to turn this off tonight, not like it was left on last night.
That was Spirit having a bit of fun there.
Having a bit of fun. It was definitely Spirit. Okay, girls, come in. So we're going to say Happy Christmas to you, and we look forward to meeting you in the new year. We've got the lovely Bernice, and we've got the beautiful Violet.
Merry
Thanks,
Christmas.
guys. Merry Christmas.
And Violet will be back with her box of tricks.
I will. I have
And
some
her
different ones.
Little witchy
next year.
spells, and I've got to be very careful because she might stick me in her cauldron one day.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
going to happen, Kerrie.
Okay. Well, anyway, 2022, how exciting.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be, and you've got live shows this year coming
Yes,
back.
and we've
And
got
Violet will be there,
I'll be
definitely.
waving to you all.
Violet will have her
Hey,
box
I'm
of
looking
tricks.
forward to, is it Bankstown? That's my home area.
Wow.
It's not too far.
Anyway, look, I hope you get all your wishes and dreams. Know that your loved ones are around. Light the candle, call in the angels, and make it happen, guys.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes.